China flew 620 planes to Serbia to send air defense equipment to Serbia, but it hurt the sensitive nerves of the United States. On April 9, China's 620 large transport planes flew through Turkey and arrived in the European country Serbia. According to Serbian media reports, the first Fk-3 air defense missiles delivered to Serbia were carried on the Chinese Yun-20 aircraft. China's delivery of air defense weapons and equipment to European countries shows the increasing long-range delivery capacity of China's Yun-20. However, the U.S. media were sour about the fact that China's Yun-20 fleet flew to Serbia and sent air defense equipment to Serbia. The Associated Press commented that this is China's demonstration of force to Europe and its growing global influence, and stressed that Western countries are worried that during the conflict in Ukraine, China's delivery of weapons to Serbia will exacerbate regional tensions, threaten the fragile peace in the region, and trigger new regional conflicts. The United States and Europe first detonated the conflict between Russia and Ukraine, and then continuously supplied various weapons and equipment to Ukraine, which is taken for granted by Western countries. Instead of urging Russia and Ukraine to cease fire and peace talks and end the war as soon as possible, the United States and Europe are engaged in pouring oil on the fire. Now it's time to provoke the contradictory relations between Serbia and its neighbors and try to create new regional conflict points. The West once again gives full play to the double standard. I have to say that the Western countries really don't want to face it. China's Yun-20 fleet visited Europe, which is to fulfill the contract between us and Serbia and send air defense equipment systems to enhance its own defense capability. At the same time, this is also our long-distance training to train our long-distance delivery ability. With the increasing scale of our Yun-20 fleet, this kind of remote task execution will become the norm. In fact, what the West is worried about is not how strong Serbia is, but that China's air defense systems are deployed in Europe. Serbia has been ignored and excluded by the West because of its discord with the West and maintaining close relations with China and Russia. China and Russia can give Serbia help and support that the West cannot give, which is also an important reason why Serbia is willing to cooperate with us. Western countries are used to double standards. They can do it, but you can't do it. Of course, we can't agree with such standards.